Hey, how you doing, Scorpio? How you doing? So, welcome back to another reading. This is going to be a Scorpio reading. So, I hope you guys are doing well. And happy to you all. Happy birthday, Scorpios. Happy birthday to you all. So, let's get on with this reading, shall we? Don't forget to check out the star signs in your birth chart to make sure everything resonates with you, and you can check out different areas that resonate through other star sign readings as you have different star signs in your birth chart. So I can see there's energies popping out already, trying to contact Scorpio's energy, or it could be your energy that is letting off some steam. So let's see what's going on. Um, yeah, let's see. So it says you've got gifts, but you don't want to challenge your gifts to have bad news. You've been looking forward to blessings and don't want to challenge your negativity to come out. You've been lurking in your mind about good things and looking forward to blessings only. You don't want people to be cheesed off, pissed off, or even look at you with mad hatter energy as you have done in the past, because people can target you and be mad. They have to see that Scorpio is changed. It says you've got to see that Scorpio is not a bad person, or else you're in charge of being on a death wish. Everyone is under attack with a death wish. Scorpio knows this. People love Scorpio or hate them. Mind you, it does say blessings can come if you love them more than hate them. Ideally, Scorpio's energy is gifts. It says gift giving is something you may receive or give. Ideally, you may receive gifts this year for your birthday, and many others will get gifts. Not only that, you have good news to spread. People will get your honesty and your dignity once trust is given and even respected. Making sure you look good is your mind. Your respect is valued. People purposely have shown you nothing in the past, maybe even stalled when giving you good news or even love, maybe even financial things or even things that are going to give you blessings, Scorpio, for ages. It says some of you are gift givers, so you will give gifts and receive gifts, but you wouldn't want to know that you're always getting gifts back. And you do know that you're happy without anyone telling you there's going to be any bad or good news, as people could come into your mind and warn you that there's going to be good news for you all. Certainly wouldn't want to know you're stressed or less than or negative, and wouldn't want to know that you're dressing less than a perfect human being. Blessings are on its way to you, Scorpio. Drug users may have a hard time looking at blessings, but people will pick on them to have good news regardless. Making sure you dress up and go out is looking your finest self. In your mind is saying, I know I don't look that great, but I could dress up and go out. As your spirit is telling you to look forward to blessings anyway. Chi is there. Rhea is coming in. It says, are you aware that I have Rhea to give you? I want you to go to Rhea and have a good time as someone blesses you out and about to Rhea. It says someone wants to take you to Rhea, or maybe even to a rave, or even a riverbank, maybe even clothe you with River Island, or something to do with R is coming in to bless you. Some of you guys are going out and not really going to a place that's going to be good. So watch out for bad news. Doesn't want to say it's going to be good news either, as someone is drugging you in your mind about it, bringing you to a place that's not going to be very good for you. But it says you have to have good news, so you wouldn't want to know you're going anywhere that's going to be drugged in your alcohol or even drugs in your mind. You have to be careful of a negative man that wants to take you out. His name will begin with K, F, or J. Make sure you don't look out for your mental health, is what he's saying. Maybe he wants to take you somewhere where he's not going to be good to you. But he says he knows why he's going to be absolutely perfect for you if you allow him to take you out and drug use, or maybe even look forward to blessings in his mind. He may not want to speak to you, so he has to take you out on a date in your mind or in a day that is going to be good to you. Have you seen you have problems with men right now? Some of you, not all of you, but ideally one of you has a problem, and it doesn't say it's good news. You've got to see your Dell mental health come to you. It says a dealing with a devil. Someone that doesn't want to see they have good news to give you, but always looks for negativity around you and keeps showing you there's problems. This person keeps showing problems because they're manifesting a witness to come back to you in a way that you have punished yourself and seen good news for yourself in a way that you don't get it because he's punished your mind enough as a youth or a child. He also wants to give you good news, but he's not always going to be there for you. Behave, it says. I'm watching you. I wouldn't want to know you have good news, so I'm watching you with a plan to see if you see. I'm with my dad. This person is not coming back, you said. He may do is what the person is saying. May want to drag you down a long road of violence or evil mentally, or even speak about dental floss problems with his mind because he can't brush his teeth or look after himself. It says your family are under attack for some of you, not all of you, and karma is there for you going out and about with friends. Some of you are dealing with celebrities. It says some of you are having problems seeing things online and maybe even seeing friends come out the woodwork and talk about it. Maybe even blessing yourself too much information as you go into mind games with other people's dignity and pride. It says you all have problems. Many of you have problems, but I wouldn't want to hear that I'm a part of it. I'm going to give myself good news and remove myself from the cloud of people that are going to give me bad news. I won't want to be around that group of people. It does say that you all are going through a pregnant mindset as well, where some of you may become pregnant, some of you might not become pregnant, and some of you are going under in denial about something. Ideally, you all have different individual problems or seeking attention for different things, but you may have good news come to you if you warn yourself that you have blessings. So make sure you dress well, look well, and go out and about and enjoy yourself. Court cases could have been due for you. November time was a blessed and a cursed time as people had it in for you and wouldn't want to know that they have it in for you all year round. They probably want to plus size their mind on you today or tomorrow or another day. But they realize they want to give you good news as well as bad news, and some of them want to give you bad news overall. Certainly wouldn't want to give you all good news though. So bless yourself a little bit and try to tidy up your mind or your home or your house or your events or your environments or your places where you see scenery, good news or bad news. Anywhere you go, basically. It says trouble is some of you are seeing yourselves as blessings and curses, or seeing that there's no one happy around you, or giving you good news is hard as people are scrutinizing, attacking, or still witnessing bad enemy energy around them and trying to palm it off on you. You need to see blessings come to you, and warning, it will come by mid-May. And not just that, change your mind about a lot of things that you've gone through because many of you are attacked. We are changing this for Scorpio because many of them are too much under a problem. A lot of them are going under, and we see this as we are governments, we are officials, we are dirty minded individuals, we are narcissists, we are also liberty takers and authority abusers, or people that just know to take liberty on you, Scorpio, and it's too much for you to cope with. A lot of you see places of planetary curses in your chart or see this as astrologers. No one is going under, but warning, we are changing this as the universe is going into retrograde in the next year and maybe even in the next witnessed hour or two, ideally a couple of days. It does say you will do not have a problem with any Scorpio on the 9th. It says the 9th we are going into retrograde, and we also have to see blessings come for Scorpios because it's a very hard time for them. They're going through attack too much over the year. They've been getting it a lot, but they're also going under attack more than usual this year. And not that they're going to change the idea of it because it's not their fault they're going under, but some of them feel like attacking others now that they're getting attacked, but they're not going to go under it all the time. So we must proceed with caution, as some of you will attack people and some of you won't. So some of you won't attack people, but it says a warning is there, a message is there to be revealed for you know who to come back. God. It says God is striking on Scorpio and many of their witnesses that are going to be attacked by the month of May. It says June and July is absolutely evil, but May is going to be perfect for Scorpio to have good news. Ideally, some of you are witnessing bad news with the knives that you're going under, maybe injections that you're given, or even things that you thought could never happen in a bad way. It says watch your weight, watch the plans you give yourself with money, or maybe even injection fillers. Some of you guys are going under with personal problems of weight gain, maybe even looking forward to surgery and hoping for the best. It does say that you witness things in your mind today and seeing blessings come to you another day. It may or may not come though. And it says taking a chance or a risk is easy for some that have studied this, but warning, some have not. So be careful and look forward to blessings coming your way. Okay. So there could still be good karma, Scorpios. It does say some of you are getting absolutely rich, and no way are you getting rich just like that. But you're working hard for it. And some of you are being given a large amount of money by friends, family members, or students, maybe even philosophers. Some of you guys don't even realize what's happening in the next week or two, as your monetary assets are going to be hella gorgeous. Swell. It says many of you are getting a raise. A lot of you are getting financial gifts, or even working strangely hard for it. But it says a lot of you are giving yourself good news, and that's what you're giving yourself. Even if it doesn't work out, you're working towards it. Well done, Scorpio. Okay. It also says your mind's telling you not to have bad news. I wouldn't want to know you're having bad news. It says a lot of you may not see it, but people will practice voodoo under the quiet to see what's going on with Scorpios a lot. And you have to understand where it's going with people. Everybody says there's a witness here that keeps looking at you constantly. And it says you know who you are individually. So watch out for people with the letter V in their name, or the letter H in their name, the letter S sometimes, not all of the S's, but the letters beginning with H, E, and A. Those letters in individually. And absolutely star signs with the letter V, ideally Virgo or even Sagittarius for some of you guys. It says Aquarius could be under attack as well, but surely not really wanting to give you bad news. And it does say some of you guys are dealing with Aries, but don't know if they should be trusted. But you should also have good news with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and Virgo if they try to work harder with you. Doesn't say they're always going to. You have to leave things behind and let it go. It says some of you are going under, but you will work on yourselves to be brilliant at maths or genius at things that you are studying, as you may want to challenge these things now and try to find a mindset to do it and give yourself good news. Okay. It says, I know I've been witnessing you and seeing you from afar. You wouldn't want to date me, would you? He knows he wants to leave you. He could have moved on. It says a man here didn't want to stay, but he's going to move on. He may not be your type either if you're dating someone new. He may just not be your right type of mind, or even someone that says they don't like you very much but still stays around you. These men have to move on. They're no good for you. It says God sent you a reason to move on, and you did it. Well done. Now you have to witness people that are going to be good. Are you going to be able to find these people? Some of you are under a spell or under attack, but it says the mental health person of this man that's doing a spell is going to warn himself to have bad news. He keeps attacking you and thinking he can find someone to replace you with, but yet you won't find anyone good. It says he will never find anyone that's going to be purposely perfect for him, and he has never found that person after you. He's going to be dealt with and dealing with a worse hand than yours in January. He will witness something that will kill him or make him feel bad about what he's doing. He's a narcissist, a given warlock, and a negative man that's going to die out of his head about it before something destructive comes to him and warns him to play a role in peeking on you or moving on. He's a dirty man and he needs to leave your life immediately. Okay. It says for some of you, you see things way deeper and it's not going to come out, but there is parents or family members involved in a situation where this person came from as a manipulation or a manifestation, and it's bad news. Don't go too deep or else you'll see demons. Okay. It says quite light-hearted energy is given to you this year, so be cautious and well-driven in your mind about something and go for it. Look forward to blessings and work hard towards it. Now you have to see friends looking at you like jealousy is there. They can't compare why you would be jealous, but they have to understand they're jealous of you. So they have to move on and start speaking about you doing things that you don't even do, or you may have done it once upon a time, but you don't do it anymore. And these things will harm these people one day when they realize they don't even know who you are, if they ever get the opportunity to find out who you are. It does say a long time has passed, so you wouldn't want to speak to none of them. And you have gifts given to you about past strangers, people that don't want to know you but want to know about you and what's going on in your life, and it's none of their business. Scorpio, you are blessed. Let them know that they're not supposed to look at you or punish their minds to give you bad news, because they're warning themselves to stay stuck on you because you was the best thing since sliced bread in their whole entire life, and they can't get over you. Only money is coming for you in November. Strictly money energy. It says you got good news to give yourself, good atmospheres, and money could be certainly given to you in November if the person helps you with this. As they're trying to show you they're not going to get away with good news with you if they don't come to you and help you. This person may not want to come. It says they may not want to gift you either. They may want to feel like bad news is coming towards you. But it also says this man says he could punish his mind a lot and try and harm many of you if he doesn't get the act in his head to come forward, as he sees many people at once and sometimes individually. But warning, he has many times to give himself good news. So he has to try and give you good news too. Gemini energy is coming in with magician energy for some of you who are manipulating a system or manifesting something wise to come forward to your mind. It may be esoteric or magical or even spiritual for some of you guys. And warning signs are there for you to just be careful or see nothing but blessings. Ideally, spiritual energy could be hidden. And it doesn't say bad news is there, but you have got good gifts to give yourself blessings if you're warned to be careful about who you are and what you're doing. But the gift that you're giving yourself is to be careful about who you are and what you're doing. But do you know what's be hidden behind closed doors? Ideally, if you don't know, why would you want to come? It says not everybody knows. That's why you need to understand what it is. And you've henched yourself. Why would I want to do something unless I know? I've been trying to find out. I've been researching, studying as much as possible. And if I can't find everything, I'm going to figure out how to do this on my own. Taking my time isn't easy, but I still want to know. So I will be working on this a lot more than usual. It says practice what you preach, because you have to be careful too. I wouldn't want to know that you're harming me and you're not going to harm yourself. So what are you doing to protect yourself from sin? He says he doesn't know if it's going to be sin, but it's going to be a bad thing. So someone says he has to do bad or do good. What is it? It says you're not going to see a blessing come to you, but a curse may come out of it if you're not careful. So I don't want to curse you, but blessings could come to all of you. Okay, it's funny how I said that and then a fly came just to come and attack me for a minute and went away. Ooh, that was a message out there for somebody. It says a lot of you are going under with the police or someone giving you an eviction notice or bad omens with the police coming to your home in the next week. You all have this problem in your mind. Someone wants to hear that you've got bad news. Giving you a problem is police or somebody under a spell, maybe even under a vicious mentality to give you problems. It says when we go down, and we really go down. It doesn't say who and what tells us why, but we do go down though. So mind your business and go down with someone that's not going to go down with you, or hear that you're going to have good news and stay up. Mistakes can be made when you're in your mind not researching things in the right way. It says you've got to do good and carry on in that way. Make sure you see yourself in a good way. It says hater mentality is there for you and people preying on you about problems. These men are going to give themselves a bad omen one day with the same demons that they want for you. Only because they fancied you or liked you or think you're all that in your mind about something but don't want to come forward. It says many men are looking at this woman like she's a very sexy woman, and I wouldn't want to tear myself down. But is she sexy like the way I thought once upon a time? It says a man here can't let go and he's mean, nasty and negative and wants to see nothing but revenge after someone says you have all that and a bag of fucking venom to give him one day after he stole his head around his head and said I lipsed her. I gave her a good snog a few times. I kissed her. I loved her, but I didn't want to tell her. And it says, I don't want to tell many females that I love them, but this man says he loved you so much. He never wanted to tell you, but he enjoyed every time he spent time with you, kissing you, hugging you, smelling on you, making you feel like you were good to him. He says he doesn't want anyone to harm you. So if he ever made fun of you, he said, this man that made fun of you and tries to come to me and talks to me about you, he would go down. He's going to harm himself because I like this girl so much. I'm not going to let my mind tell myself that I didn't like her because I loved her. And I could never tell him that, but I'm in love with her mind. She's gone off and enjoyed her life, and whatever she did in her personal life, it's her business. So don't let any man manipulate you and tell you nothing because they're jealous of you. And it says he believes that he has good protection over your mental health and loves the hell out of you. Strictly loves the hell out of you, even when he sexually didn't get time to love on you the way he really wanted to, because time was of the essence for him to move on, or something got in the way. But he really enjoyed time with you. And he says, anytime someone would ever talk to me about you, I would make myself know that I loved you. No one ain't going to let me feel like I have bad news because I'm in love with someone and she's not going to be around anymore. But I love the way she was then, and I believe she's a stable woman now, giving me good news in my head that I'm happy with her. So I wouldn't want no one to judge her. Leave her alone and stubble your mind around your own problems or suck a dick. Because this man says he don't know where you are right now in life or what you're doing, but you was a blessed woman, a good woman, and a loving woman. So don't even worry about that. And it doesn't say he meant to harm you if he did, but he loves the hell out of you right now when everyone's gossiping and talking about what happened to you. Because you have good news now that you've moved on, but burning energy is bravely coming into the mind of yours because someone wants to get you dirty. And it says this man here can't stop but to think how he could push you down a bad way when he sees what he wants to do with you, because he harmed the hell out of his head saying you was a hoe or you had problems with someone else when you were seeing him. He's got bad omens and they're going to get him in November, December or January around the date of his birth. So he's going to go down. But it says some of you are dealing with Capricorns, or even other people are dealing with Sagittarius. Some of you guys are dealing with Scorpios, but many of you are dealing with a nasty liberty-taking Capricorn. And he's very much nasty in his head about what he's going to do to you or trying to harm you with, because he's innocent to himself, he believes. But in reality, he's nasty and narcissistic and personally has hygiene problems and dirty omens and things in his head he knows you wouldn't dare want to know about. So he has to move on. And he has to speak to God on why he's liberty taking on your soul, because he's a liberty taker. And he named himself after G or even J, but he knows himself as a liberty taker because he's moving on. He doesn't like you and he's going to move on, but he wants to harm you. He's disgusting. Bloody hell. It does say he's going to stop thinking about it and he's going to realize to move on in new year. But he's seeing what he wants to see with you as a narcissistic man. He wants to harm you and he keeps looking for you and trying to troll you, but he doesn't know how to get to you the way you've moved on and lived your life in a good way and manipulated the hell out of his head, because you said, I know I've warned you of something, told you some secret information, or told you that I've taken liberties, but I'm not trying to look at you in a way that you're going to harm me, because you keep looking at it in that way and I'm not looking at it in that way. I've told you I wasn't with you, or I've ghosted you, or I moved on. So me and you wasn't seeing each other when whatever it was that I did happened. So move on and stop picking on yourself like you needed me when you didn't. You moved on to other females and you moved on to other things, and you may have stuck by me and was nasty and nice at the same time, but you never was a real friend to me. You never was a real guy friend, boyfriend, lover. You wasn't shit. So move on. And that's the way you see him, as a troll and as a nasty mental health person that can't move on because he's jealous of you and someone he dealt with as a frenemy. And a negative, evil friend is what he calls him. So he may have to look at himself as a hoe and move on. It says all of you are going to go down is what he says, but he realized he's in trouble with the law and he will pick on himself until he dies out. He's not going to see you again, but he keeps moaning, crying, and having a really bad time moaning about how you did this to him. Every day of his life, he will see revenge come to him and drop it because he's in trouble with the law or in problems in his own mind. And he needs to deal with that before he starts taking on problems with you. It says any means are there for him to talk to every day. Until he gets revenge, he's not settled. He feels like problems could come to him with this because he showed you he's a friend. But he's a narcissist, a mental health person, and a warlock, and he's horrible or nasty. He does want to see that you have revenge on him as well, like it's going to go back and forth, but you don't have time for his kiddish behavior or his narcissistic traits. And he's warning himself to smell his fucking venom armpits or even his dirty cheese string dick and move on. Sorry, these are informations that are coming out directly. And yes, this channel is not for children, so please keep it away from your little ones. It does say people will come out and speak a lot of nasty things to you at times, and they won't always want to say it directly too. So someone here keeps talking low life things about you behind your back, but also keeps talking about how they've seen it with a friend not talking good to you or talking good about you, as this person may never speak to you again, but also realize this person's not a friend to you either. This man says he's seen this person negatively speak about you too many times, but never was a good friend to you anyway. So she can't come to you and say anything, nor can she come to him and say nothing because she's a tramp. And he knows that as well. But he also realized this dirty female keeps talking about you. She's really nasty. She's really nasty and she's negative, and she doesn't like speaking about people that are going to have good news for themselves. Ooh. And it does say that people keep targeting her in her mind to ask questions, but she hasn't seen you, or she hasn't seen you for a long time, and she's not going to. She's going to harm herself one day trying to see if she sees you, because she's witnessed herself really targeting your head or trying to look for you too many times, or warns you narcissistic behavior could come, or even venom, snake-like energy could come. But she's warning herself this in her head, because dying in her head is telling herself that you may see her in your mind thinking about her as she trolls you, or if you read tarot or go to information channels where you can see these things, it's going to harm you. But she realized she's a narcissistic piece of work, and she's a dirty-minded, negative bitch, and she's a negative-spirited N-word, as she likes to call herself at times. But she's going to manipulate herself until she trolls herself in a problem. And believe you me, she's going to harm herself all the way to a negative spirit land where she can't come back from, because enemies are there and people are ready to troll her to death, do her part in the year ahead and beyond. 1 year until it happens, because she's got problems and she can't let go, and she's very mean-spirited, and people target her head as a narcissist but see herself in panic land one day, or hurt herself in a jail cell, or in a problem with police, or in custody battles she'll face with her son or her children or family members that she's been given to take care of. She's in problems now, and it says she's going to deal with it in a narcissistic way with a family member that doesn't want to speak to her but sees bad moods for her. And it says this person's coming in to take her down in a detrimental way in November. But she'll see that up until June next year, because she's got nasty mental health problems with a child around her that she gave birth to that's going to harm the living shit out of her. And it says bad news is going to come to her and harm herself until she looks for someone she could harm instead of you. It has to be someone else, because she takes problems out on people.